Saka yung mga puno. Ang ganda ng background. Oh, dito. Well, isama mo naman ako, ma.
Grotto.
Ha? On the ano.
Isama kita eh.
Di ba?
Isama kita, di ba? West Bend, Wisconsin? Iowa. Wisconsin. There you go. Alright. Mabilis.
Nice. Remember.
Mabilis.
Grottos, and a lot of it we're not sure what it means, but Father, it was personal to Father, so I'm not sure what that means. But yeah. Any other questions? Yes. It's all cement. Cement is like sticking it all together. Yes, it is. You put all of these rocks in there. Yes. Yes, well, and we're going to dry that fast, but you would stick them in there. I'm not sure. This one took him 5 years to make it, but I'm not sure how long everybody did. Yep, it's very soft. All right, well, we will step right back outside. If anyone wasn't in here, you can come in and look at it a little bit better. Wrote out the Beatitudes in those gold chips here. This green rock is all called malachite copper, and it's all supposed to be the really dark green that you see in that one area. It all used to be that color. The reason why it's not anymore is something on the other side is causing it to change color. So I'm going to tell you more about that with you over there so you can actually see it out. If you look at that top there, in the center is a really big white rock. That is just the stalagmite. It came from the Carlsbad Caverns up in Mexico. Before that area was a national park. It was owned by a man named Jim White. Jim White was a good friend of Father Gilbert's, so he donated that stalagmite to the grotto. That rock alone weighs 2,300 pounds. Along the
alla casa della madre noi veniamo da lontano, essa irradia dalle pietre un messaggio di guardare. La casa dell'annuncio è la casa del mistero.
Here on the floor, Father wrote this question from the Gospel of Matthew. It says, Master, what good shall I do that I may have life everlasting? The shape of the floor is a question mark. It's more of a Roman question mark. God really doesn't understand why it's not a serpent or an S, which is what a lot of people would think it looks like. That is the best view of the 13th station, which is that one up there with the cross. The statue up there is a replica of Michelangelo's Pieta, which is St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. If you look right below the cross that's up there, there's a big circular rock that's been engraved in red. That is a piece of petrified wood. It's as if you cut a piece of horizontal, and it is 36 inches in diameter. Almost all of the rocks here at the grotto were donated to Father by people was found. So all he ever really had to pay for them was the shipping when he would have them sent by train cars. That piece of petrified wood up there, though, came out of the petrified forest of Arizona. In order to get that raft out of the national forest, he had to apply for it. But they gave him permission to take it because of all the other rocks and minerals that he already had here. They knew that he was going to use it for something good and not just let it go to waste. The cross that is up there used to be made out of wood. It is now made out of steel because in 1990 a tornado went through West Bend. It did very little damage to the grotto. It took that cross off the top along with about like 10 rocks. So then they replaced those rocks and they put a steel cross up there instead of that old wood one. Alright, we're going to walk right over this way. This statue right here is all one piece of marble. It is not three different pieces put together. All the statues here at the grotto, except the ones that I will point out to you, all the rest of them were made in Italy. Made out of Carrara marble, which is very high quality marble. And that's why Father wanted this company to make these statues. The way that he would order them is he would pose as people in the statue. As these three people, he has them draw up a picture of how he was standing. They sent that picture over to Italy. Someone in the company would carve it so there's no...
Creation of the cross. Mamaya. Lulu. Buhay sa ganun.
Right through here are the first 12 stations of the cross. So that is number 1 right there. They go along this side and then up onto the other side. The first 11 are all in this brown rock. It's called jasper. They use that to symbolize the suffering that Jesus went through. But then number 12 up there is in white marble because that is where Jesus dies on the cross. So he wanted to symbolize that that one was more significant than the rest of them. All of the pictures were made in Venice, Italy. They are all mosaics. And there are replicas of those over on the walls of the church too. So if you want to see those later, those are in better condition just because they're not outside. Those are kind of neat to look at. So we will make our way up this way through the stations towards that arch at the top. That was built during the Great Depression, and so at that time, Father didn't have enough money to pay for the shipping for the rocks. And so what he did was he asked the whole town to basically recycle their old scrap glass. He would take their glass and melt it down in his kiln, and then he asked the children at the school for their old broken crayons. He melted their crayons into the glass, and then they hardened and they break them apart into different pieces. So all the very colorful rocks on this arch is with that glass and crayons melted together. On either side of the arch, the really big white circular rocks, they both came from the Cannonball River of North Dakota. There's still a whole bunch up there like that today, and they all formed after the last ice age. When all of the ice and water escaped off of North America, it rolled mud into bars. These are petrified mud balls, and they weigh 900 pounds of rose quartz, yes. Up there is Jesus praying. That really big rock that he's leaning up against, that is an agate. All the other agates that you see in the grotto are those really smooth, polished rocks. That's the same kind of rock. That's what it would look like if it was not cut and polished. And that one came from Texas. And then back there is the Angel of Comfort. And Judas is right up front there with the 30 pieces of silver. Outside here are Peter, James, and John. John there is the only statue in the grotto that wasn't made out of marble. He was carved out of metal and then donated here by a man who lives in Omaha, Nebraska. And so when the statue got here, he painted it white so it matched the other one. But after a while, that paint will all start to peel off of him, so then we have to repaint it. So we're hoping that someday it'll be made out of marble like the rest of them, but this statue does right now. Another rock I can tell you about is here. All this kind of brown feathery brittle looking rock, it is all called barite. It came from his service. If you've ever heard of a barium cocktail, it's something a doctor makes you drink to get a TCC in your digestive system. Well, people who had it say it tastes absolutely disgusting, kind of like toxic. Actually, what they're drinking is this barite ground into a powder. After they have you drink it, a doctor will tell you to wash it out with a lot of water, and that's because if you don't get it out of your system, after a while it'll on Easter Sunday when he rose from the dead. All the little white stalactites on the ceiling of this grotto, those are the naturally forming ones. So it's just the minerals in the rocks on the ceiling mixing with the rain that causes those to form. Nothing extra was put there for those.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
The rock in this grotto alone just has less acid, weighs 130,000 pounds. A few years ago, we had to settle this and analyze the grotto because people were concerned it might settle a lot because of how heavy it is. But they found that there is hardly any settling at all, so that was because of the way the rock is built. The rock in this area is around 20 feet deep. We filled it with long rock, and on top of that, we put a lot of sand. You're not looking at this one or these rocks that you see are also outside. You may have noticed them while you're out there. This one is a geo. You can go to southeast Iowa to find these. You bring them back, wash them, and then break them open with a hammer. And this is what a geo looks like on the inside. This Iowa State rocks. There are a whole bunch of them out there. You can also find some other geodes that are just about the same. The only difference is they were heavier for their size. He could not break them open with a hammer. He would use a diamond saw to cut them open because some of them were just solid crystal on the inside. This is one of the rosettes that he made during the winter. You can see it is cement on the other side. So he would just take this chunk of cement and stick all these rocks in it. And then for a week, every 4 hours, night and day, he would water it. That way all the air bubbles would come to the surface and they couldn't pop the rocks out later. So there are still some rocks that fall out, especially after the winter, but not as many as you might think.
Mulțumesc, Iisus.